Going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Cardinals.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
At the 5-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. It'll be Murray on the keeper. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play, and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Still 9 remaining on second down. They run with a postseason star from a year ago. It's Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebacker level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll drop to throw. And James has it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Back to the running game with Mostert. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 22 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Murray's going to keep it on the option.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Murray now to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go.
No gain on the play.
On second down, Mostert.
At the 41.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
3-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Mostert.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
49er first down.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his second year with the Niners.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Down and 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
37-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And that'll set him back 5. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 32.
A gain of 32 that time.
Arizona.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 28-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. Sideline throw, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Cardinals.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the gun, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First and 10, here's Murray. And incomplete to open things up. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
To throw on third down. Murray trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
A gain of 3, second down.
Pickup brings up second and 7.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
The kick.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here, kicking 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, that's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
4-yard gain on the play. And a Cardinal first down.
To throw is Murray. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Arizona.
Here's Murray from midfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
10 yards on the
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Throwing now is Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 6 yards away. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
49ers 6.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And fights through one man. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down. Officially a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At their 49-yard line.
This is Mostert. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
The 12-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is Coleman. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
7. Makes it
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
First quarter with the score Cardinals 7, 49ers 6.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Mostert. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Throw left side complete. It's James. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Cardinals.
Murray going to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Complete to Leonard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 34 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray being chased out left. He'll try and run it. It'll be a gain of 9, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Murray going to fire one out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Murray. This one complete to Gafford. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he coughed it up, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And Murray throwing complete here to Drake. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray steps away to his left. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. And Murray's going to keep this. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Incomplete.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 43 yards. And the 49ers have moved down in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, Murray. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Now we're at the 41, second and 9. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. From the gun, Murray. This will be caught inside the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 6-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Kick is good.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So just 8 kicks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Murray going to look to run. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Leonard Fournette, 60 yards. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Because I'm rich and popping in, yeah, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. Ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike 56. Mike 56. It's going to be
One more time with Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Arizona.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Murray now on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Cardinal